So, that Buy Now button you're about to click, well, it's not just a button. It's really the final move in a carefully designed game of persuasion. We're about to deconstruct its hidden architecture, all the little psychological triggers that turn a casual browse into a committed purchase.
You know, it always feels like your own decision, but every single step is meticulously planned. And hey, if you want to see the exact product page we're dissecting for yourself, the link is waiting for you down in the description. Now, let's really break this down.
All right, first things first, what do you see without even scrolling down the page is what marketers call above the fold. These elements have one job and one job only: to stop your scroll, grab your attention, and start building trust before you've even processed what the product actually does. Your brain processes all this in a flash, almost without you realizing it. The clear title, the high star rating, that sales rank, and this is a big one, that social proof. Over 1,000 bought this month. Before you've read a single descriptive sentence, the page has already screamed, this is a popular, credible, and safe choice.
And don't ever underestimate the power of that one single number. Being ranked #4 in Sous Vide machines is such a potent mental shortcut. It doesn't just say the product is good, it signals that the market has already decided it's one of the best, which lets you bypass your own critical thinking with an instant stamp of approval.
Okay, so they have your attention, and they've built a little bit of trust. The next job is to turn that flicker of interest into genuine desire, and that is done by making powerful promises that speak directly to your hopes and fears as a cook.
The very first promise isn't about a feature, it's about eliminating a fear. Every home cook has felt that disappointment of an overcooked steak or a dry chicken. This line directly addresses that core anxiety and promises a perfect outcome every single time. It's just incredibly effective. Next, the promise gets elevated. It's no longer just about avoiding failure. Now it's about achieving an exceptional sensory experience. This phrase starts painting a picture of restaurant-quality food, shifting the goal from simple success to total culinary excellence.
And finally, the third promise tackles the most universal pain point of all: not having enough time. So let's just recap. In just 3 short phrases, they've promised you perfection, a superior sensory experience, and convenience. They've covered all the bases.
This also shows off a brilliant sales tactic: education. To a lot of people, sous vide sounds complex, maybe even a little intimidating. By simply defining it, the page demystifies the entire process. It makes you feel smarter and the technique feel approachable, completely lowering the barrier to entry.
Now the page makes a really crucial pivot. It's no longer enough for you to just want the product. The goal is to make you want to be a part of the brand. This is that shift from selling features to telling a story. This is such a smart move. On the left, you have the benefits we just talked about, what the product does for you. But on the right, the focus shifts to who they are. Designed in San Francisco implies innovation. Passion for precision speaks to quality. And a community of cooks invites you into a lifestyle. This isn't just a transaction anymore, it's an identity.
The emotional and aspirational boxes are checked, but what about the logical part of your brain that needs facts and figures? Well, the page anticipates this. It shifts gears to provide the hard data you need to justify the emotional decision you're already leaning towards making.
A simple comparison chart like this is a masterstroke. First, it presents the technical specs in a clear, easy-to-digest format. It makes you feel informed. Second, by showing a pro model with higher specs, it subtly frames the standard model as a great value, while also creating an opportunity for an upsell. It satisfies logic and boosts sales all at the same time.
This is a classic technique called risk reversal. The biggest remaining hurdle is the buyer's fear of making a mistake. By making the returns process look this effortless, the page removes that fear completely. The message is crystal clear. There is zero risk in clicking buy.
We're at the finish line. You're convinced. All the page needs to do now is provide that final nudge to make the purchase feel safe, simple, and totally inevitable.
Every single element around the Buy Now button is designed to build that last bit of confidence. You see a guarantee of a secure transaction, a promise of product support if something goes wrong, and even information about sustainable packaging. These aren't random details. They are the final reassurances that this is a safe, smart, and easy decision to make.
So let's pull back and look at the entire journey. This was a masterclass in online persuasion. It wasn't one single trick, but a deliberate planned sequence of psychological triggers. And here it is, the complete anatomy. It starts with social proof to establish credibility. Then it uses benefit-driven language to create desire. It tells a brand story to build an emotional connection.
It satisfies your logical brain with data. And finally, it removes all risk to close the deal. These 5 stages work in perfect harmony.
Now, this isn't just about one product page. This is the blueprint for modern online sales. Now that you see the framework, you'll start noticing it everywhere. So the next time you're about to click Buy, take a second and ask yourself, what story is this page really telling me? And hey, look at the description. There's a direct link with a discount. Thanks for watching.